Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pitchside Podcast channel, and we're coming to you straight after the Liverpool versus Wolves game just ending at Anfield Road, wrapping up with a comfortable victory for the Reds, 4-0. It was an easy job eventually for the Reds, with the return of their fans, albeit 2,000 of them, but they were happy and I think they were well served by their club. It was a good start from both sides in the game, really. Liverpool were focusing on the right-hand side of the attack, where there was Neco Williams starting, as Andy Robertson started from the left, of course, Fabinho and Matip. In the middle, it was Wijnaldum, Henderson and a Curtis Jones as a sort of a number 10 in the midfield, and normal front three of Firmino, Salah and Mane. Liverpool started, as I mentioned, focused on the right-hand side, while Wolves started focused on the left-hand side. In fact, they probably got more attempts than Liverpool in the first 20 minutes or so, but after the first 20 minutes, Liverpool started changing style, commanding the game a little bit more, pushing Wolverhampton to stay a little bit deeper, playing more direct behind the defenders, and looking for the spaces behind these centre-halves, with wingers tucking inside and allowing spaces for the full-backs to run. One of those balls was behind the first goal for Liverpool, as Conor Cody, the Liverpool graduate and the captain from Wolves, chested down the ball only for a sneak-in Mohamed Salah behind him to snatch it and score at a crucial point halfway through the first half, and giving Liverpool the opportunity to command the game a little bit more. The constant space that was behind Robertson was almost a problem for Liverpool, as Adama Traore ventured forward a couple of times and only made it count, but for the lack of someone like Raul Jimenez, a potent striker Raul Jimenez, who would have made the end product a little bit better for Wolverhampton. We wish him quick recovery, by the way. Generally, Liverpool went more inside the middle as the game went on to open spaces for the runs behind the defenders for the rest of the first half. In the second half, Wolves started the better side. They had more possession in the first quarter of an hour, but they were caught on the counter as Liverpool managed to hit them with the second goal slightly before the hour mark from Jorginho Wijnaldum, curling a beautiful ball into the top corner after the brilliant pass once again from Jordan Henderson inside Wolves' defence. From there, it was Liverpool's game all along. They managed to control the game really well, control the tempo, of course. From there, they scored the third goal thanks to Joel Matip in the 73rd minute from a cross played into him by Mo Salah, who's probably the best player in Liverpool on the night. Then, of course, in the 79th minute, Liverpool added the fourth goal, Sadio Mane from, again, catching Wolverhampton playing high and playing on the counter behind him. Alexander-Arnold, of course, returning after missing a couple of games for injury. Of course, his return from the bench coming in for Neco Williams to make an assist and make an instant impact, assisting Sadio Mane's fourth goal. The rest of the game was pretty much a well-known fact. Liverpool saw the game off pretty easily. Naby Keita, another returnee from injury, came in for the second goal scorer in Jorginho Wijnaldum. A comfortable win altogether for Liverpool. That's what they needed, really, after a couple of hard matches in the Champions League and in the Premier League. This should be a good motivator for them. Of course, they have a much easier job also in the Champions League to do against Midtjylland in Denmark. An easy game probably will prepare them and give some of the players a good rest before the big chunk of the Premier League season coming on in late December. More fixtures coming in December, thick and fast, before Christmas and before Boxing Day. For Wolverhampton, this is a surprisingly bad performance from them, especially defensively, considering that they've been one of the most compact sides in the Premier League. For the first time, they concede 4 goals in a while, really. There were lots of spaces behind the centre-halves who performed really shakingly. I think Conor Cody was the most bad out of the three. There wasn't so much movement in the midfield. The wingers were not providing, good balls into the box really. And since they didn't have a proper striker in Raul Jimenez, didn't have a focal point to play those kind of long balls into the box. And Liverpool's defence and midfield really were working really hard. Henderson really did well in that midfield. Curtis Jones certainly was very lively. He was doing his defensive job and also, distributing the ball forward, doing the role that they originally brought Thiago for. I mean, this Liverpool side, we were talking about how they were declining, how they were playing badly, having some bad performances. I think surprisingly this was a very bossy performance from Liverpool, one of the best performances they have put through the entire season. Certainly this should make them pick up the tempo from here going on for better things and for greater things in the Premier League season. Overall, it seems like it's going to be a triple race originally. I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the season, but from what it looks, it will be a triple race between them, Tottenham Hotspur, who defeated Arsenal earlier in the day. You can check out, of course, my reaction and my quick recap for that match. And, of course, Chelsea, who defeated Leeds yesterday. Maybe we'll see triple race. Maybe we'll see more than 3 teams competing for the top honours in the Premier League. We don't know. That's all for the recap. That's all the reaction for the Liverpool win against Wolverhampton 4-0 at Anfield Road. Quick note also, very, very, very enjoyable to see the fans, even 2,000 of them, at the Kop and singing and shouting, really, giving the game an atmosphere that it much needed. In the end, like, share, comment on the video, subscribe, of course, to the channel to receive more of these similar reactions. Wait for the podcast, of course, dropping tomorrow, the new episode, and hopefully I'll see you soon. I was the HOD from the PSP, your host, and until then, goodbye.